What to me I Morogi.
Yeah, Bamzigi Ziggy, DKCK Kora. Wawesh Mizuka. Mchaja. Dirty 50 music.
Coming back from school, Bamzigi had a new vision for his life. He wanted to work in media, and he started out from radio.
When I got back, things had changed for me a lot because I had opened my eyes, my mind had broadened, you know, being outside, which is always good because it broadens your mind. And I found that I have more to offer in my music and in life and in the media. And I wanted to help in the Kenyan industry, the revolution of Kenyan industry, be it in music, radio, journalism, whatever, just entertainment somehow. So I decided to change my style of music, which is now where the songs like The Bounce came out, which we'll talk about in a bit, yeah. And then I also decided that I want to pursue a career in radio. But I also want to do a show that's different from anybody else. I mix that part of the Western culture that I'd learned with the Kenyan culture. So I went and applied for a job, which was fine. And I didn't want any favors because everyone knew me as Bamzigi. And I didn't want any favors. I said, don't give me any favors, don't treat me just like anybody else. And I'm willing to start at the bottom. So I did, and I went to KBC, Metro FM. And I started at the bottom, you know, and shortly I was producing the show because I used to come up with great ideas. And I started doing this show called Cool Run-Ins with Molim Baluto in the morning. So we used to have dancehall and, you know, mix all that kind of music. And a lot of people didn't know that there was a fusion between dancehall and hip-hop, like Damian Marley and Nas and all that stuff. So I used to introduce all that. And I think I must have done a pretty good job because in about a year, I had people fishing me out, you know, and that's how I moved on to Kiss 100 because I think people had heard what I was doing and they were interested in pulling me, and then it just went on growing and growing and growing. Yeah, and yeah, that's how I got into radio. I remember going to work for Kiss, and I was talking to Karen Mtoko, who was my boss at that time. She was very, very, very adamant that I don't stop doing my music. So she used to insist that keep on doing your music, even if you're doing radio, because I don't want you to stop. I mean, because you have a good thing going here and you're very good, and you're helping the Kenyan industry grow and whatever. But also it became challenging, and I got sick, and you know, things like that. Challenges of life too. But it's not something I've given up on completely. But it's something I'd love to do and continue doing as well. Actually, that's what TV presenting. I'd love to do that.
Later on, Bamzigi opted out of Necessary Noise and decided to go solo and released his first solo album called The Bounce Is Back album that included hits like The Bounce, Rusha, Songa, Cheza DJ, Wapi featuring Bamboo, Natanini, aka Dunda.
I knew Nazizi as just a friend who used to meet at the clubs. And she knew a friend of mine called Ngechu, who later on everyone got to know as Prezo. Because I got to know him in high school. We used to go Breban plays with our school for basketball and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So when one day I went out clubbing and she told me, like, you know, because I used to freestyle at these clubs. Every time we go out, the DJ Adrian would give us the mic at some point in the night, put for us a freestyle, I mean a beat, and then we'd freestyle. So she knew I could rap. She told me you should come over to our studio because my producer is looking for a rapper. And that's how it all started. Just that one suggestion. So I went and, you know, it happened. Yeah, and obviously things were tight because everyone wanted to do their own thing. Why I wanted to do their own thing, Nazi wanted to do their own thing, I wanted to do my own thing. And, I don't want to get into details that didn't happen 15 years ago.
What's up, put your hands up, ladies. What's up?
One of the songs that I had problems with, what I'm talking about, was a song called Rusha with Walanguzi. It was very well received, but there were mixed reactions of whether I should have featured them or continued rapping myself. And then there were also mixed reactions on the production, because I produced the song and the other guy co-produced it. But since I didn't have my own studio, I wanted him to have that recognition because I was in pain. You understand? So that's how we trade. There's one song that really put me as a solo artist and solidified me completely. Even before the bounce came out, was a song called Nataka Nini. Which was produced by Musyoka, who I used to call the Dr. Dre of Kenya. And he used to love that, and so I used to help these producers get their name out there, and then they helped me by recording for me songs. So like that song, we co-produced together. But I left it as he produced it because he did me a favor, and I remember both of us were trying to come up. We recorded that song in his mom's house, in his bedroom, Nataka Nini, and it became such a huge hit. There are other songs that came in later, which when I changed my style that I did and incorporated my new style called Mizuka. There's one called Motumia. Yeah, Motumia, which I did with my brother Kid Kora, who's also a musician. Shout out Cancel. That was a good one. There's also countless others. There's one called Sitaki, which shows a different side of me because I'm rapping and singing. And there was Bashete. Which caused a lot of controversy because people wanted the old Bamzigi, the rapper, and here was I trying to do different things. But that song did so much for me because it pushed me to the international level.
Check this out.
Activate.
Original rude boy. Bamzigi on your scene.
So I'm also working on an EP. I don't know what it's called yet. It's an EP album under Dima Empire and 3050 Music, which is my record label. Luckily, I have my own studio, so I produce my own songs and I use other producers as well. I think I'm actually planning to, just talk to my manager, we're planning to go back to Nigeria for a tour, campus tour, either end of December or early January. And plus, according to which songs I've done, we're going to shoot more videos. Thank you very much for blessing me with years and actually over a decade now of music. Keep on supporting Kenyan music, not just me, but for everyone there who's a Bamzigi supporter and a lover of music. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support so far. And you've kept my flame alive, and I hope you continue supporting and showing me love, because I do this for you. Okay, I do it for myself, I'm a bit selfish, yeah, but I do it for you as well, but you keep me the fire going. So watch out for the new music coming out. There's a new video out right now called Bam Bam Killer. I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. I made sure that it's one of the best videos that's ever been done by a Kenyan artist. And don't just take my word for it, go check it out right now on YouTube. Or you can check out my new song, Bam Bam Killer, and any other stuff on Boomplay, iTunes, or any other international digital record store out there, all right? Keep supporting Kenyan music and stay blessed.
Bam Bam Killer, killer, you more than killer, killer, Bam Bam Killer, you more than killer, killer.